Hi Hawking class, it's me, Mr. Gubbs. You remember when I told you when we were back at school that I'd one day become a YouTube star? Well, here we are. This is my first attempt at making a YouTube video. So today's Saturday evening. I'm here at my house in Portsmouth in my study, sitting at my desk. This is the place where I do all the marketing of your books and all of those sorts of things. And we're a couple of days after hearing the information on the news on Thursday that school is going to be closed for the majority of you for another 3 weeks, and before we start to think about whether you can come back. And given that that's been quite some time, it already feels like ages since I last saw you, and it's going to be another few weeks from now, we thought it'd be really good to find a way of keeping in touch with you, and this is what we've come up with. So this is the first Hawking class YouTube keep in touch video. There's going to be one of these every single Monday morning that you can access when you wake up, and it's going to be a way that I can tell you about lots of things that I'm doing, tell you about some important information about things that are going on in school, and also a chance for you to reflect and to share some things with me as well. I'm going to come on to that towards the end of the video. So what have I been up to? Well, I've been at home here at my house for 6 days of the week, and I get to work with the wonders of modern technology, doing some things from home. So I've been writing your reports, so coming up with all the fun, interesting things that I can tell your parents about the work that you've been doing this year. I've been creating lots of information to send off to your secondary schools to tell them about what you have been doing this year and what things they need to know about you ready for next year. I've been creating some of your home learning that's been going up onto the website. And also I've been going into school for 1 day a week, which is really good to keep in touch with some of you and to do some teaching with around sort of 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 children from the school who need to come in because their families are off to work. So what is this video going to be used for? Well, first of all, it's a chance for me to share some of the things that I've been doing. Also, it's a chance to tell you some important information, and as I mentioned before, it's a chance for you to tell me some things. By now you would have read the letter that Mr. Johnson has sent to your families, and you would have found your way to this YouTube channel as well, which means that you may well have seen the other video that's been made by Mrs. Small that is telling you all about your home learning for this week. On there is lots and lots and lots of wonderful activities and a timetable for you. That timetable is a suggestion. Some of you I think would really appreciate having some structure and routine, and it tells you how long to spend on different things, but feel free to be flexible with that and do the things that you think are going to work for you. So if you want to spend a bit longer doing something, you can do. If you want to swap the order around and do things in a different order, maybe do all of one things on one day and then something else on a different day, then do that. And also find some time for yourself to do things around home. Maybe get out to do some baking, get out and do some exercise out in the garden, perhaps go on a trampoline, maybe spending some time using your technology to keep in touch with your friends. But make sure that you're keeping a record of all those things, and then you can be sharing some of those things with me. So that brings us on to that next important announcement that I've got. So we have got, as of now, that is live right now, a new email address that is just for us. The address of our email is here. If I knew how to do it, I'd write it on the screen somewhere, but I really don't, so I'm going to put it on a piece of card for you instead. Our email address is hawking@stokeparkjunior.co.uk, and that is for you and for your families to keep in touch with me. So it might be that you've got some questions about some of your home learning, that you want some advice on something, you're stuck on something. It might be that you want to get on to Timetables Rockstars or on to Purple Mash, but you can't remember your login details. Or it might be that you want to send me some photographs or some examples of your work. That is there. I monitor this during school hours every single day. So if you send me an email address here, then I can get back to you. And that is also for your families to talk about your home learning and things as well. I'll leave it there just for a second so you can pause this video and copy it down if you need to. Okay. It is really important that you keep on top of this home learning. It's really important that you do that because at some point you're going to come back to school and we need to pick up where we left off and finish off our learning for year 6. And also we're looking forward to September, where you're going to be joining your secondary school, and we're going to need to make sure that you are ready to go with that. So I'm going to be doing a little shout out section at this point in the video every week, and I want ideally speaking, to have some kind of email contact with each of you each week, where you at least tell me the things that you're up to and share some work, and I will take some of the best ones and I will do a shout out section here on the video each week, and also I will be awarding some awards and certificates. And I've got the first one today. So part of what I've been doing at home is been going back and marking some of your literacy work, in particular the last piece of writing that we did back in March there of diary writing for the villagers in the plague in the village of Eve. And lots of you made a really good effort on those targets that we had set for ourselves about being more ambitious with our vocabulary and being really scrupulous about our editing and improving. Two of us have earned OAs for that piece of writing, people who went that extra mile and did something that is surpassed what they were doing. So our first person, and a big well done, is Kim. I will tell you how you can get your certificate towards the end of the video. Well done, Kim. That was a really good piece of writing. I don't know if you remember much about it, but you were really pushing yourself with your vocabulary and really looking at all those different literary devices that we've learnt. Our second one was for Sophia. Your characterisation, Sophia, on that piece of writing was amazing. So again, listen to the end of this video and you can get your certificate. I've also found on my desk back at school there were two other OAs that I had saved from your clockwork writing. Two people again that were using those literary devices that we had been learning about and really building on those moments to pause and those suspense elements to your writing. So well done to our third OA, and that is Taya. And lastly, keeping up for the boys is Oscar. Okay, well done to you guys. Now what you can do is that you can send me an email on the email address that I said at the start, and I can then send you your certificate. I can make a PDF version and you can print it at home. But other than that, Hawking class can see that you've earned that. Well done, big round of applause for you. And this section of the video is going to be for other awards that have been given out. So be sending me in some of those pieces of work that you've been doing, and then I will do a shout out section at this place. Okay, that's all I've got to say. I'm going to go and get on with my day. Hopefully you are well. Stay safe, look after yourself, enjoy some time at home with your family, keep on top of your home learning, and I will speak to you all at this time next week. Okay, adios, see you later.